Hey, thank you for watching the third episode of Tap In, which is a broadcast of First Star Central Florida Academy, a national college and career prep program for youth in foster care. This is the source for inspiration and tools that you need to jump off the sidelines and start tapping into creating the life you imagine for yourself. I am Dr. Deshawn Chapman, the director of First Star Central Florida Academy, and today I am speaking with Derrick Stevens, who is research faculty at Florida State, a mental health care professional, foster care advocate, entrepreneur, partner of First Star, and so much more. Derrick, thanks for joining me today. So happy to have you here.
Thanks for having me. I look forward to being here today.
So let's just start by you telling us about yourself and what you do.
Um, this work is dear to me, so I definitely appreciate the platform and the time. Um, Currently, I am research faculty for Florida State University College of Medicine, which actually is directly connected to this work. I teach child protective investigators, an array of topics ranging from children's mental health to leadership development. But my ultimate goal is to impact the way they go about interacting and providing services for the families and the youth that they encounter. So that's my day job. I'm also an entrepreneur and business owner. So I have a consulting firm, and I also run an assisted living facility that focuses on adults who have a need for long-term IV antibiotics and a history of IV drug use. And what brought me to that work is that I thought it was important that if I want to impact the lives of foster youth, then I really had to take a step back and start tapping into how to help their parents along as well. And as you might know, opioid is really pushing the numbers as far as removals and shelters into the system. And I think last and most importantly, I am a proud foster care alumni. I grew up in foster care myself, went in at age 5, and am, trying to be a example of what we can do ultimately with the right support, the right system, the right resources, and the right amount of self-worth that we oftentimes need the adults in our lives to infuse in us.
Well, I definitely think that you're an example of that. And I'm so excited to partner with you and just love all the creativity and passion that's embedded in everything we do. I want to know what can you tell, what do scholars need to know now about how to advocate for themselves within the system?
Um, I think something that was taught to me a few years ago that had I known a lot earlier, would have been super helpful. And it's just a concept of look, listen, and learn. I think sometimes we count out youth as not being aware or having the wherewithal to be able to navigate adult worlds and situations. But I think youth making sure that they are educated on their rights, how to appropriately use their voice, and power in numbers, how to mobilize one another, and go after what it is that they want. I think when I think back on myself, another huge tool when it comes to being able to use your voice is being able to regulate your emotions. That was a huge issue of mine. So I had a lot to say. I knew I wanted to advocate for myself. It just didn't come out right. And it made it very easy for people to shut me down if I was cursing them out or yelling. So just that ability to keep that emotion regulated and really convey the message that you're trying to send.
Okay, so what I'm hearing from you is to advocate for themselves. Scholars should focus on knowing their rights. So, one, being educated about, what your rights are, what's possible, connecting with others who are in similar situations who want the same thing you want, kind of like the strength in numbers idea.
Yeah,
And then learning how to regulate your emotions so that people hear the message that you're trying to communicate and don't kind of just get hung up on how you're saying it, but really hear what you want to do.
absolutely.
All right, so let's end with a quote. So what is a quote or a statement that motivates you that you want to share with scholars who are watching?
I think one, I spent a long time in business, and I had a boss one time that told me, "Don't forego good trying to be great." And sometimes I would just get stuck on making moves or trying to do something that was unfamiliar to me because I was so worried about it being perfect or executing, 100%. And that really stuck with me to just get going and don't get so stuck on those areas where I might not be as strong. Just get going. And at some point along the way, you'll realize that greatness with practice. So, you know, don't forego good, you know, just get moving, get moving. Don't worry about that greatness initially. Just get going.
I think that's so powerful, and it aligns with a quote from our previous broadcast where the guest said, encourage students to just start early, jump in, start early, learn along the way. So I think that is very powerful. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for being here today. Scholars, thanks for watching our third episode of Tap In. Remember to visit firststar.org to learn more about the program and how you can get involved. Have a good day.
Thank
Oh, you
you.
want to say something else?
Now, I wanted to plug, check out, we want to start updating and providing additional resources, www.underdogdreams.org. Again, we want to be able to put out in front of every individual in foster care where they can go to start getting some of these resources to start realizing that voice.
Can you repeat the website again?
www.underdogdreams.org.
All right, there it is along the bottom of your screen. So firststar.org, underdogdreams.org. Check out both sites to get connected. Bye, everybody.
All right, thank you.